Hello there and compliments of the season. This is Energy and You, a show that brings you weekly updates of events in Nigeria's energy sector with a focus on NNPC Limited. I'm Egusa Igumbo. Tonight, it's a season of commendation for NNPC Limited over its remarkable feats in getting the Port Harcourt refinery running again. The latest is from a forum of former group managing directors of the energy company. And Minister of State for Petroleum Gas makes an assessment visit to the Maiduguri Emergency Power Plant projects, lauds the National Energy Company for its sustainable projects geared towards Nigeria's energy security. And it even gets better for NNPC Limited with more laurels at the 2024 SERAS Awards. The awards are in recognition of its corporate social responsibility projects. Details of these stories and more in a moment. Please join us again. Welcome again to the program. We begin with more commendations for NNPC Limited for successfully bringing the Port Harcourt refinery back in operations. Former group managing directors of the energy company gave their commendation during the facility tour of the refinery. They applauded the management of the National Oil Company for the complete rehabilitation of the oil facility.
The former group managing directors, Chief Chamberlain Oyibo, Dr. Gaius Obaseki, Engineer Funsho Kupolokun, and Engineer Andrew Yakubu were in Port Harcourt for their regular former NNPC GCO's forum and seized the opportunity to undertake an inspection tour of the refinery. They were conducted round the plant by the managing director, Engineer Ibrahim Onoja, in company of the group CEO, Mr. Mele Kyari, where they tested the products from the production line.
You can touch it. Better if you touch it. That's all. Okay.
Speaking on behalf of the group, Dr. Jackson Gaius Obaseki, who served as GMD from 1999 to 2003, explained that many critics fail to understand the magnitude of work involved and the challenges that were surmounted. He clarified that the restreaming was not a routine turnaround maintenance, but a full rehabilitation that modernized the plant into a state-of-the-art facility by 2024, describing the achievement as a testament to courage and dedication.
We took advantage of our presence here to visit the plant, the oil refinery, Port Harcourt oil refinery, which is working very well to our satisfaction. When we met in July, you promised us that the next time we come, this refinery will be working, and today it is working. So all the other ones you are promising us today, we expect that we should be seeing the others will come, Warri will come, and Kaduna will eventually follow. So we wish you well and congratulate you and ask you to continue to support government in service to the people of Nigeria.
Giving a technical insight after the inspection, Engineer Andrew Yakubu, a refiner and also a former managing director of Warri Refinery, affirmed that the rehab project was undertaken with modern equipment and expertise.
It's been a wonderful privilege to come here and see for ourselves. There's been so much debate on whether the refinery is running or not. And as far as we are concerned, we are critical stakeholders to this business. This refinery was built in 1965. Just as any aging facility, if the right input is not put in place, it will come down. Now, this team have done a wonderful job. From what I have seen, there were several attempts in the past to start this Area 5. But unfortunately, we could not. So as far as I'm concerned, this current team that have championed this noble and wonderful initiative have done so well. I have gone myself. That's why I was interested in seeing it. I have seen the column. I have seen the heater. I have gone to the heat exchangers where the preheat and the heating process takes place. And I've seen the desalter where water is separated from the crude. And I've gone to the sample points. And I've seen kerosene, I've seen naphtha, I've seen gas oil. Then what else do I need? Refining process has taken place and products, straight run products have been lined up to the tanks. I touched them, I smelt these products and they are real. Products coming from the Area 5 operation. And of course it gladdens us from the brief we got from the management of Port Harcourt Refinery that they are also doing parallel rehabilitation of the new Port Harcourt Refinery.
Speaking earlier while welcoming his former bosses, the group CEO, Mr. Mele Kyari, expressed his appreciation to them for their support and encouragement, assuring them that the same approach and method will be applied in other two refineries in Warri and Kaduna.
We all feel fulfilled that our mentors appreciate what we are doing, and this is the biggest reward they will do to us. It's an assurance that we didn't train us in vain. You didn't leave us behind in vain, and that we are carrying forward the great works that you are doing to this level. On behalf of all of us in the team, we thank you immensely for sparing time to come here.
On his part, the Executive Vice President EVP Downstream, Mr. Isiaku Abdullahi, assured that adequate measures have been put in place to ensure a smooth and sustained operation of the plant. He expressed gratitude to the former group managing directors and the present management for their support.
We are in the Port Harcourt Refinery facility, and we are very opportune to have the former GMDs of NNPC, the ex-GMDs of NNPC, who happened to have a meeting here, and they took advantage to do a plant tour of our facility here to validate, to see the good efforts that they put behind and what the present GCO as lead has been doing to the refinery for us to bring it to stream, and also all the measures that is being put, governance structure, O&M, to ensure that the plants keep running and sustain. And this is also equal. What is being done in the Port Harcourt Refinery is going to be replicated in the Warri as well as the Kaduna refinery. This is entirely a rehabilitation exercise, a project, not a total maintenance. Almost all of the assets, repairs, spares have been replaced. The mandate and the support that the GCO has mandated is to ensure that we maintain and sustain the plants for the benefit of Nigerians.
NNPC Limited fulfilled its pledge to restream the Port Harcourt Refining Company (PHRC) on November 26, 2024, with the commencement of crude oil processing from the plant and delivery of petroleum products into the market.
It's a continuation of an agreement we signed with government when there was increase in pump price of petroleum products. Part of that agreement was that this station must work.
Going through the plant, we were shown the various processing units. We were shown the burners, we were shown the heat exchangers, we were shown the compressors, the turbine, and how all these processes tied into the production of the petroleum products as at today.
They took us around to reconfirm what we already know, as an insider. Well, before I came here, I knew that the place was working.
And now that it is working, it is our duty, to come here to confirm that it is working.
So, relatively and to a very large extent, we are satisfied. I and my team, we are satisfied with what we have seen, with the level of work and the level of detail that went into.
Now, in the heart of Maiduguri, a transformative initiative by NNPC Limited is not only powering homes and businesses, but also igniting hope and resilience. The Maiduguri Emergency Power Project stands as a beacon of progress. Here's a closer look at how this initiative impacts positively on the state.
The project began in response to devastating power outages caused by insurgent attacks. Determined to restore normalcy and spur economic activity, NNPC Limited undertook the Maiduguri Emergency Power Project, a 50-megawatt integrated power project designed to illuminate Maiduguri and its surrounding areas. Commissioned on 2nd March 2023, the project has achieved a significant milestone with the completion and operation of the 32-megawatt simple cycle phase. This marks the beginning of reliable electricity for businesses, homes, and essential services. The Honorable Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Gas, Right Honorable Ekperipe Ekpo, accompanied by the Group Chief Executive Officer, NNPC Limited, Mele Kyari, and other top management staff of the company, recently paid an inspection visit to the project site. Speaking during the visit, the minister reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to transformative energy projects, while lauding NNPC Limited for successfully implementing the critical initiative.
I want to believe in the shortest possible time, NNPC will put on LNG plant in Kano so that the gas will be processed. If we have this kind of projects in other states within the northern part of the country, they will not have the challenge of having gas to drive the process.
While the 32-megawatt phase is already lighting up Maiduguri, efforts are underway to complete the remaining 18-megawatt combined cycle phase by 2025. Once operational, the project will operate in full 50-megawatt capacity, ensuring sustained and expanded electricity supply. The Maiduguri Emergency Power Project is not just a technical achievement, it is a lifeline for the people. From conception to execution, this project exemplifies what is possible when innovation meets action. NNPC Limited continues to light the way for a more sustainable and prosperous Nigeria, providing energy for today and energy for tomorrow.
Let's take a look at the progress made in NNPC's ongoing war to end crude oil theft and pipeline vandalism.
The war on crude oil theft is on, and the industry-wide security collaboration on hydrocarbon infrastructure continues to record remarkable progress. Between the 14th and 20th December 2024, a total of 180 incidents were recorded across the Niger Delta region. These records were possible by the joint efforts of NNPC Limited's Command and Control Center, Tantita Security Agency, Shell Petroleum Development Company, Pipeline Infrastructure Nigeria Limited, Oando PLC, Liquefied Natural Gas of Nigeria, and government security agencies. Under the cover of darkness, security operatives exposed and disengaged an illegal operation on the OBOB pipeline at Iguduya 2 in Rivers State. An illicit connection on the pipeline led to a reservoir where condensate fuel was being stored. Similar illegal connections were uncovered and swiftly repaired at Konko and Usomini 2 in Rivers State, Oporomo 5 in Bayelsa State, and Obuzo in Abia State. The devastation caused by crude oil vandalism was laid bare at Tumble 4 in Rivers State and Obuzo in Abia State, where pipelines spilled oil into the environment, leaving behind a trail of ecological destruction. Security forces dismantled illegal refineries and destroyed tools used to loot Nigeria's resources. These operations spanned Buguma, Bile, Omuku 5, Kula 2, Okaki, and Oyibo in Rivers State, Obohia, and Ipu West in Abia State, and Ikarama in Bayelsa State. The fight didn't stop there. Several illegal storage sites were also uncovered and shut down at Igi 1, Obarai, Okaki, Popopi, and Omuku 5 in River State, as well as Konsho in Bayelsa State. On land, vehicles carrying stolen crude oil were intercepted and confiscated at Ole in Delta State, Obarai in River State, Oguta in Abia State. On water, wooden fiber boats laden with stolen crude oil were seized by security forces at Bile, Buguma, and Alakiri in River State. The week's incident spread across key corridors: 81 in the Central Corridor, 78 in the Eastern Corridor, 6 in the Western Corridor, and 15 in Deep Blue Water. A total of 36 suspects were arrested and handed over to government security agencies for further investigation. For NNPC Limited, there is no backing down on the war against crude oil theft until the menace is eradicated for good.
Still to come, NNPC Limited bags prestigious awards for its corporate social responsibility projects, and the National Energy Company enhances its supply chain efficiency. Please stay with us.
We are the dynamic global energy company of choice, steering the course of Nigeria's biggest export industry. With years of commitment, delivering greater value, and improving lives, NNPC is transformed to better meet your everyday energy need as the largest contributor to the Nigerian economy, generating clean, sustainable energy with integrity, excellence, and creating value for all stakeholders.
Energy for today, energy for tomorrow, energy for tomorrow. Come on, let's go.
You're still watching Energy and You. Now, NNPC Foundation Limited, the social responsibility arm of the National Energy Company, has won 4 laurels at the 18th edition of the Sustainability, Enterprise and Responsibility Awards, SERAS. The energy company was recognized at the event held in Lagos for its contributions to strategic investments in health, education, economic empowerment, and green energy. Energy and You was there.
The 18th SERAS Awards had the theme Accelerating Impact for the Sustainable Development Goals in Africa. The prestigious award featured 256 entries by over 40 organizations from 29 African countries, reflecting the growing importance of sustainability in shaping Africa's future. NNPC Limited won the African CEO of the Year for the Group Chief Executive Officer of NNPC Limited, Mr. Melekiari. Other awards won by NNPC Limited are the Best Organization in Good Health and Well-being, Best Organization in Workplace Practice, and First Runner-Up Most Responsible Organization in Africa. The awards were attributed to NNPC's commitment to driving transformative change through strategic investments in health, education, economic empowerment, green energy, innovation, sustainable development, and corporate excellence.
We received this award for Chief CEO Malabede Koukiari for the acknowledgement of his efforts in the industry, sustainability, and a active award as being the forefront energy company in Africa.
The SERAS Award is Africa's most prestigious platform for recognizing excellence in corporate social responsibility and sustainability. Since its inception, SERAS has inspired organizations to champion sustainable practices, driving transformative change across the continent. NNPC Limited's remarkable success at this year's awards highlights its leading role in integrating sustainability into its operations and its unwavering commitment to fostering economic growth, environmental stewardship, and social equity. These accolades further affirm NNPC Limited as a standard bearer for corporate responsibility and sustainable development across the African continent.
As a progressive company leveraging technology for better performance, The national energy company has launched the SAP Ariba, a cloud-based software that will help the company manage its procurement and sourcing processes. The launch of the software, held at the corporate headquarters in Abuja, was tagged NNPC Ariba Go Live. Here are the details.
NNPC Ariba Go Live brought together top management and staff of NNPC Limited in practical demonstrations and discussions about how the global Ariba technology will enhance procurement and supply chain processes. The atmosphere was filled with excitement that signifies a development and innovation that will boost the company's operations and processes. Speaking during the event, the Group Chief Executive Officer of NNPC Limited, Malam Mele Kyari, expressed optimism and encouraged staff to utilize this game-changing tool for the benefit of all.
The Ariba is the game changer. I agree with this. That means our procurements are fully automated now in every respect. And by 1st of January, you can do nothing outside it. The system will shut you down. So we must get it done. Whatever it is, we'll learn from the mistakes, but we'll get it done. Absolutely, so that going forward, we'll have full visibility of all our transactions in our procurement. And finally, I'd like to thank the team that made this happen, from IT to the procurement people, from every one of us that supported this program. It's a tremendous activity and a tremendous effort which has paid off.
Earlier in an opening remark, the Chief Supply Chain Officer, Mrs. Uzoma Emelife, emphasized the importance of the global Ariba technology to the company and all stakeholders.
I charge everyone. I'm glad our suppliers are connected virtually. Everyone is a collective job. We must all put hands together, join hands together to make Ariba work. It is the only thing that can take us to the promised land. Now, as a limited liability company, we are now self-reliant. It's no longer business as usual. Nobody will give us. We have to, like I said, be self-reliant. So please, I urge everyone, let us put hands together and let Ariba work. Let us move and run with Ariba.
The head Global Category Management and Supply Chain Management Execution, Mr. Tahiru Sani Gwarzo, shared more insights on the benefits of the all-important tool.
Maintain a very strong center, providing us, of course, the necessary balance sheet that we desire to build a strong brand and operate in the competitive global environment. I therefore urge all of us to hold hands together and ensure the success of Ariba.
The launch of SAP Ariba at NNPC Limited represents a significant step towards modernizing procurement operations and achieving efficiency. By leveraging the capabilities of SAP Ariba, NNPC Limited will optimize its supply chain management and drive greater value in its procurement processes.
And as we wrap up the show, here's a summary of some trending international energy news for this week. Oil prices went up at the start of the week as lower than expected U.S. inflation data revived hopes for further policy easing, although the outlook for a supply surplus next year weighed on the market. Brent crude futures rose 37 cents to sell at $73.31 a barrel. Kremlin says the situation with European countries that buy Russian gas is very complicated and requires increased attention. Russia confirmed it's willing to continue to supply gas after a meeting on Sunday between President Vladimir Putin and Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico. although the Slovak leaders said this was practically impossible once a gas transit agreement between Russia and Ukraine expires at the end of the year. It's not clear what potential solution the two leaders might have discussed, but Ukraine has declined to renew the gas transit deal. President Volodymyr Zelensky said last week that this might be possible, but only on condition that Russia was not paid for the gas until after the war is over. The African Energy Chamber has endorsed Haitham Al-Ghai's renewal as OPEC Secretary General, highlighting his crucial role in strengthening global energy cooperation and advancing the interests of African oil producers. Haitham Al-Ghai's renewal as the Secretary General of OPEC is for a further 3-year term, effective August 1, 2025. The renewal of Al-Ghai's mandate was confirmed during the just concluded 189th meeting of the OPEC conference. And that's our show tonight. Thank you for joining us as always. If you missed any part of the show or previous episodes, you can catch up by scanning the QR code on your screen now. And remember to follow us on all our social media handles to get updates of all the activities of NNPC Limited. I'm Egosa Egombo. Happy holidays and stay safe as we approach the end of the year. See you again next time.